Okay. This is gonna be about how they mix in entertainment or as in sports. So and it's on television. So you think about it. I remember as growing up um, around like 94, 95. Uh, what was it? Basketball was going on. Starting to get into watching it more around like 93, 94. So and whatnot. So what I would say is this is mainly about how you can use a ritual to be placed until like and then something doesn't happen. Like in 1994, the Dogon tribe did the Sigi ritual in 1994. But imagine, think about this: the Sigi ritual from the Dogon tribe. Um, it's supposed to be like some type of alignment, right? Okay. So what they do in Hollywood, they use something to misdirect that that ritual, trying to, if anything. And so this is the highest selling basketball movie of all time. I'm talking about Space Jam, but so now if you think about it, at that time, and they always like to put the asterisk or the asterisk next to the Houston Rockets basketball team because Jordan was on playing. He retired and went to go play baseball. So in 1994 and 1995, you have the two championships by the Houston Rockets, right? So this is all part of a ritual. I'm just getting you up to speed. So so they're they're conjoining uh, the Eastern Hemisphere to the Western Hemisphere. So they know this is going on, but with the Dogon tribe, doing the Sigi ceremony. So they take out Jordan. They kill supposedly kill his father, and he stopped playing basketball. And said he won his third one at that time. So and then his dad gets killed, he dies or gets killed. He stopped playing basketball, go plays baseball. Not very good at it in the long run. Let's see. So getting you up to speed faster. So you have those two championships won by the Rockets. So Rockets, Dogon tribe, they have the fish. Uh, they venerate two also. So it's called Nomo, Nommo, Nomo, as the fish. But that cycle's over with. It's that's but it's almost like a cycle. But there's the age of Aquarius, things on to come, so start to be revealed. So um, so you had the you had a guy Drexler, Clyde Drexler, and you had Hakeem Olajuwon. So they were teammates. Think about this. They were teammates in college for the Houston Cougars. Five Slammer Jammer. Uh, Houston Cougars is a college basketball team. So and they beat well, in 1984 they all came in through the same class. Drexler, Elijah and Jordan, right? So what 1984. So we go from there. So they the championship, right? This is all part of. I'm thinking about like, this is all damn near a ritual, but they just taking the energy from the Dogon tribe. So but it's still trying to, but it's still correlated because they put something in your face to make it feel like something. So you got to think about it. The Elijah one is from based. Hakeem Olajuwon is based out of Africa, and Clyde Drexler is based out of the United States. Okay, so um, So it's like conjoining the Eastern Hemisphere and the Western Hemisphere, but just played in a basketball game. So when they won that second one in 1995, they had you got to think about it, they had a full team of players, role players, a lot of good players. So this is all. So think about it, the Rockets. So with the Rockets, they use it as a ritual, as in the Nomo. He came in through the spaceship. That was part of their mythology in Mali, Dogon tribe in Mali. So that's what they did to deflect, trying to deflect that Sigi ritual, 1994. I think when Sirius rises. Yeah, when Sirius rises, it's crazy how funny things happen. But I'm gonna keep going. Uh, so you have this trade when the Rockets have a lot of great role players. So I was at the time, it's not about me. I was about a child. I never understood but I liked the player at the time. I think he was a good player. Um, Charles Barkley. He was traded to the Houston Rockets. You got to think about this. This is all like all a setup. Charles Barkley is traded for what? How many? Like 4 or 5 players from the Houston Rockets. You have Robert Ory. You have Sam Cassell, Chuck Brown. Who else was it? Who else was it? Yeah, Chuck Brown. Who else? Somebody else, I believe. I think it might have been it. 4 or 5 players for Charles Barkley, right? So Charles Barkley gets traded to the Rockets, Houston Rockets, right? Once he gets traded to the Houston Rockets, uh, those other players go on to do great things. Like Robert Ory, he wins maybe what? I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 more championships in his lifetime. He was a big shot Bob, but he called him. But we know him as Robert Ory. So he would go around winning championships. When he's wide open, he'll make the big shot. But you know what I'm saying? That they have to break the team up. This is all a ritual. They have to break the team up. So if they break the team up. Once he comes back, he won't really have a formidable opponent. So the Monstars, I'm gonna break it up. I'm not gonna do all of it in one video like I was 8080 Ashe. So what I'm gonna do is show this part when after the Charles Barkley gets traded to Houston Rockets. There's in 1997, I was doing some research just now before I shot this video. The Houston Comets, they won 4 championships from the first to the 4th. But I come to realize the company that owned them was Koch. Okay, Koch. Koch is Ashkenazi Jewish name. So I'm like, Koch, and also Koch is in entertainment, but Hilton Koch is Hilton Furniture out of Houston, Texas. He was the owner of the Houston Comets, and they won 4 championships, the first 4. So watch this. Let me show you this. Now watch this.
sounds so sweet. Yeah.
Not Charles Barkley.
Sing
It's a
it.
wannabe who looks like him. Hurry, break out. Shouldn't even be here. Be gone. Wannabe, be gone.
Oh, that sounds so sweet. Yeah.
Not Charles Barkley.
Sing
It's a
it.
wannabe who looks like him.
Yeah.
Not Charles Barkley.
Sing
It's a
it.
wannabe who looks like him. Hurry, break out. Shouldn't even be here. Be gone. Wannabe, be gone.
Now, that's, if you think about it, so they, like I just said, they won 4 championships. So and like after that, they just started supposedly losing, right? They were winning, they get to the playoffs or whatever, but they ended up losing. All those role players, right? But it's more I'm gonna get to it in different sections, so that's why I can break down and show you what I'm talking about. So certain rituals are ran, not even knowing. Um, and also, so that's how you look at it. So if the NBA, the WNBA, the Rockets, meaning the Houston Comets won 4 straight, and then all of a sudden the team goes bankrupt. But that was just in order for the energy not to try not to flow, to keep people's minds or the ritual done somewhere else. So that's why they use sports, but sports is no longer important. If all this stuff happens with the spiritual virus, the spiritual virus I was talking about before, you know what it means. None of that stuff even matters. So they can't run that. Most of these rituals out. They can't run them. You can't run that stuff on people. Well, not on me. I know that for sure. So it just goes to show you they'll use something. That's why they say we'll make it that we'll put the ad. They want to some I forgot who the guy was. I'm not gonna say the person's name anyway, but it was a sports person. He said we should put the asterisk next to the Houston Rockets championships, and I understand people be like, oh, because Jordan was out of the league at the time. You have to think about it. They were setting this all up. This is all a part of a setup. All of it is, but I'm gonna dig into it more. That's just to try to stop energy at that time of 1994. Because you gotta think about it. When I said the Sigi ceremony, done from Africa to uh, to America. Remember, uh, Elijah, when he's from West Africa, that's where the Dogon tribe is located, around West Africa, and so all the way to Houston, and yeah, to America. So you have to look at it. Once you see that, I shade 333 just passed. Um, once you see that, that's the signifying of the from the eastern hemisphere to the western hemisphere. So that's how everything happens. So when you put Barkley on the team, they're gonna lose. You have value and worth with all those other players, and they end up getting disbanded. So that they know how to run a ritual to the point where everything is looked at as what it is, but it's something totally different to block something else. Okay, so that just gives you the show. Remember, plus also um, Charles Barkley and Michael Jordan are very good buddies too, also, and golfing buddies too. So we have to think about those things. These are all like set up rituals too, also. So yeah. Anyway, I was going to get you caught up on everything, but it's for little things that in and out. You know, if you don't not be able to notice what's going on, it'll pass right over you. Oh, here's another part I wanted to get into.
test for electrolyte levels, glucose, CBCs, RBCs, etc. And we scheduled a 12-lead stress test and neurological battery to include EEG, reflex test.
This girl. 5 feet nothing. Block my shot.
When did you first start having this dream?
It wasn't a dream. It really happened. Maybe that's why you can't sleep at night. Climbing up my back and into my brain.
Are there any other areas besides basketball where you find yourself
Yeah.
unable to perform?
Yeah. No.
Just asking.
An obsession. A burning desire.
I've been MRI, EKG, X-ray, laser beam. I promise I'll never swear again. I'll never get another technical. I'll never trash talk.
I've got other skills. I could go back and work on a farm.
Really?
Or maybe I could go back in the jungle and be a missionary again.
What are you saying? That I'm trying to disobey my mama? I didn't say that. You did, Moxie. But I love my mama.
Still can't find anything wrong with us.
Hey, maybe there's nothing wrong with us.
That's right, Buzz. Maybe it's just in our head.
We're fine. It's just some psychosomatic deal or something to do with the moon and alignment of the planet. I'll never go out with Madonna again. What are you doing? I'm fixing a divot. Reflex test.
This girl. 5 feet nothing. Block my shot.
When did you first start having this dream?
It wasn't a dream. It really happened. Maybe that's why you can't sleep at night. This girl. 5 feet nothing. Block my shot.
When did you first start having this dream?
It wasn't a dream. It really happened.
It wasn't a dream. It really happened. Remember, what if, these, what they're doing, run the ritual as, and it really happened. Maybe he got some put in a sunken place. I see how he was playing so bad. It's damn near a ritual. That's why all these things are set up a certain way. From what I know Shaquille O'Neal's a Mason. He got to do all these rituals. I seen him wear a wig and dress and pictures and stuff around these people. So you never know what these people be into or what they be up to. So I just tell you, they'll run these rituals and you won't even know what's even going on. I didn't know at the time. I used to be caught up in the moment watching sports. But from watching it from the outside, I say, it's something to this. And it damn near is. All right, there's going to be more. Peace.